Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Tanya and I do flip throughs of travel albums and project life albums, and I also do some planning videos as well. So today I'm actually going to be flipping through a travel album or albums that I just completed for a trip to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So of course I ended up needing 2 albums because I need all the things and I always have to have 2 albums. It just ends up that way. I have no idea how Allie Edwards does it. She gets everything in one album. It's kind of amazing. So here you can see I have 2 albums. These are both Allie Edwards albums that I got. These are still available in her shop as of right now. These were the One Little Word albums for 2023. And I thought they would look really good for Harry Potter, so I bought them for that. On the spine, I do have them both labeled with the year, HP, and then volume 1 and volume 2. And then I decorated the outside with a sticker pack that I got from, I believe it's from Amazon, just a Harry Potter vinyl sticker pack. So I have the Hogwarts sticker there. I have Harry Potter, the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. This was in a pack from one of the Wizard and Witches collections from, it's scrapbook.com. I think it's Echo Park, I want to say. And then just more stickers on the back for Honeydukes. And this is from the Weasley's shop, Diagon Alley, Quidditch. And then on this one, I have the Order of the Phoenix, Ministry of Magic, the Deathly Hallows symbol, Borgin and Burke's, Zonko's, Free the House Elves, Harry Potter, and then another Weasley's logo. So let's go ahead and go through album 1. This is for a trip that I took in January of 2023. And we went to Orlando, January 15th to 20th. So we went for my birthday because I always wanted to go there, and that's what I said I wanted for my birthday. So that's what we did. On the inside front cover, I have more die cuts from the pack, Wizards and Witches. And then I added this envelope. This is from an old Allie Edwards story kit. And I just redline taped it on. And this is talking about my reason why for the trip. And this is actually really tight in there and to get out. So I may add a tab or something to be able to pull it out. It just has journaling about why we're going. And then we were going with some of our friends and they sent me the Hogwarts letter. So they sent me my letter, acceptance letter to Hogwarts, which was so cute. And Kevin kind of helped them set it up for me on my vanity. And they had like little owl feathers, like it was coming in through my window and leaving me the letter there. So that was a fun surprise. And then I just laminated some of the feathers, and then this is the text message back and forth with me and the girls. So that was lots of fun. And it just tucks back in here. And I have, you'll see sticky notes throughout. I have them, any sensitive information covered up. So that's what those sticky notes are. And then on the front cover, I just took a photo that I had taken of the castle and then added the Wizarding World of Harry Potter logo. I found this online, and then just, I think this is from Carrie Bradford, and then this is the Evelith, I think, or Elevith or Evelith font with the dates. And then on the back, I have, we got the Harry Potter package to Universal Orlando, so it came with this box of stuff, and this was in our box just saying welcome the lanes and the dates that we were going to be there. And then each day I have a transparency, and then on top I created vinyl stickers with the day of the week, and then on the back is the date. The font is Harry P. I think I got it from fonts.com. It's a free font. And then these circles are from Allie Edwards Week in the Life digital kit, and it was a 6x8 card that had all the days of the week. So I just took that and kind of blew this up into the size that I wanted, and then recolored it based on the Hogwarts colors. So I have one for each day. So this is Sunday. We left on a Sunday. This is our airplane. This was us sitting out on the tarmac, ready to go. And I did a lot of digital stamps on my 6x8 photos. Most of them I got from In a Creative Bubble, and I'll link them below. There was a couple of different Harry Potter type stamp sets. So we went with our friends. This is Heather and Heidi. And so I covered up their information there, but for each of us that were going, I put our name, our age, our Hogwarts house, our favorite character, and then our favorite moment from the trip, or our highlight from the trip. So for Kevin, he's a Gryffindor, and his favorite character is Sirius Black, and his highlights were turkey legs and the outdoor rooftop restaurant dinner night. And then I am a Ravenclaw, and my favorite character is Snape. And my favorite thing was the Hagrid's motorbike adventure and Diagon Alley at night. And hopefully you can see these without too much glare. I did end up getting a ring light so that I can film when it's dark in here. So I hope it's not too annoying. And then I have a picture of, this is actually a map from the brochure we got at the hotel. And I'm just trying to see if it's too glary. And I just put in geotags for the different locations of everywhere that we went at the hotel. And then each day I created a 4x8 journaling page, journaling card basically, and I did create these myself. So I just did a color block of one of the colors from the Harry Potter color scheme, and then did use that Harry P font again and put the day of the week, and then I did a quote on the back, and then I created just a tag with the date. Here I did some 2x2 extra photos from the day, and I did cover up like our flight information and stuff like that. This is a map of the whole resort. So I liked being able to see where we were in relation to all the parks. So we were staying here at the Lowe's Portofino Bay Hotel, and we would ride the boat down to City Walk, and then you could just walk into the parks from there. And then here's just a picture from the hotel. This is the Lowe's Portofino Bay Hotel again. And that was all we did on the first day, was basically just travel. And then Monday we actually went to the park. And I did get the photo pass, so we got photos every time that we went into the park, which was lots of fun. I liked being able to get like the group shots with everyone. And then you also got ride photos, so that was fun. So yeah, this was our first day. We were headed there in the morning, and we went into Islands of Adventure first. And this was right before we left to go to the park. It was a picture of me and Kevin out at the hotel. And I just, again, used some digital stamps from In a Creative Bubble. And these are our park passes and the room keys to our hotel. And so I did cover up because it has all of our names on there. This is a map to the park. And I put it in with an attacher sticker, and I got these from Citrus Twist Kits. So I just, I think I used red line tape because sometimes the sticky is not enough that comes with it, with the attacher sticker. So I did put red line tape and added that in. And then I just kept it closed with a little niffler, little charm. And I just put that on a paper clip. So you can open it, and you can open the entire map, so you can see the whole thing. Nothing gets lost that or covered up this way. So that's fun. And a little story about the niffler. So Kevin, since I gather things up for scrapbooking, I think I've told this story before. I gather things up for scrapbooking whenever we're on our trip, so I call it nifflering. So I'm nifflering, and I take a little pouch and put all of the things that I collect from the trip into my pouch. So that's called my niffler pouch. So we taught Heidi and Heather how to niffler, and so we gave them a little niffler pouch with a Niffler charm on it, and so they collected things from the trip as well, and then they gave them to me after the trip for the scrapbook. So here's Monday, day 2. And this is us when we very first got into the park. This is in Hogsmeade. It just says, experience the magic, Muggles welcome. And the first thing we did was go to Ollivander's because I wanted to get a wand, and I got this, I just got this online, the Ollivander's art logo there. This is from my bag that came with my wand. Just a picture. I don't think this is actually from Ollivander's. I think it's from another wand shop, but I thought it was really cool, so I added it there. And then you will see kind of my formula for this whole album is a 6x8 photo with, or 2 4x6s with a full page of circles, and I did 6 circles, and I did 1 for journaling, 1 kind of with a logo or where we were, and then 4 photos. And that really, really helped me to cut down on the number of photos in this album because I had so many photos of each place. So it helped me just pick like my top favorite photos and put them in the album. And most all of my papers, like I said, are from that Wizards and Witches collection. So I had the background paper, and then I picked like 2 different papers to go for the circles on top. We went to Honeydukes. So again, 6x8, and then my 6 circles with the logo and the journaling. And then here is a shaker tag that I made out of my box of every flavor beans. I did not do usually any kind of embellishment on the 6x8 photo. Usually I did some kind of digital word art or something on there. Occasionally I did do some embellishments, but for the most part I didn't. I just liked the photos to stand on their own. Plus, as you can tell, this is a very chunky album, so I wanted it to be as flat as possible. So here's when we were in the castle. This is Hogwarts. This is Dumbledore's office. I can't remember where I got these stickers from. I got them a long time ago. You'll also see this throughout my album. It's a full page of this acetate with the gold stars. And then on top of that, I would have like a 5x7 photo that's matted. And then I left the top part open to create a tag or to hold a tag with my journaling. So this is a picture of us that we got from the photo pass. This is us on this ride. I think it's Harry Potter Adventure or something like that. Or Forbidden Journey, I think. I can't remember. But it was our first ride we went on, and it actually made me and Kevin both kind of sick. So, and we thought, oh my gosh, are they all going to be this bad? But that was kind of the worst one I think that we went on as far as like motion sickness. And then this is a postcard that I got of the castle. And then we went to breakfast at 3 Broomsticks, and I got my first butterbeer, and I was very excited because I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't have dairy. And until recently, you could not get a butterbeer without the topping, which is cream, and so I wouldn't have been able to have one, but they just changed that pretty recently, I believe. So I was really excited to be able to get one and to taste a butterbeer. And then this is us at the Hogwarts Express. So then we decided to board the Hogwarts Express and head over to the other park. And just telling a little story here about Kevin calling it Hogsmeade instead of Hogsmeade because he had never read the books. He has only watched the movies, and so he always thought it was Hogsmeade, and so we made fun of him the whole time for that because all 3 of us, the girls, have read all the books, seen all the movies. We're like huge Harry Potter fans, so it was fun. Heather and Heidi bought me these tickets. So this is the Hogwarts to London ticket. And then on the back, I just added a quote from the train from the movie. All aboard the Hogwarts Express. And then here's pictures of us on the train. And a postcard of Diagon Alley. And then I think, yeah, the tag's on the back on this one. So here's a picture. I can't get that one in. Here's a picture of me the first time, like going through the brick at Diagon Alley. I just added a quote, "Welcome to Diagon Alley," and then just a couple of different photos here. For this one, I created tags of us with all of our different butterbeer, drinking butterbeer or waiting in line to get butterbeer. So I drank quite a lot of butterbeer while we were there because it was fun. And there's a picture of us in front of the dragon. And I had this photo, not of me obviously, but of someone else there holding a butterbeer in front of the dragon. And so I had to recreate that photo for myself. So that's what I did here. This was at Gringotts Bank. This photo I got online. And so it's looking into the goblin that is at the bank that gives you the banknotes. So you can exchange cash for goblin dollars, goblin money at the Bank of Gringotts. So then we went on that ride. And then after that, we went to lunch at Finnegan's, which is a restaurant in the park. And Kevin and Heather had the turkey legs and they never stopped talking about them the rest of the trip. They were like, they were the best ever. And they wanted them again the whole trip. And then that night, I think after that, we just kind of went back to the hotel. And then later that night, we came out and had drinks and dinner at the Chocolate Emporium, Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium. So, and that's in City Walk. And then at the end, I just put some receipts and extra photos from that day. And we get to Tuesday. There's another photo pass of us getting to the park. Kevin eating all the things in front of Honeydukes. I created this little Honeydukes 2x2 page, and I just got this patch online somewhere, I don't remember. And then I just cut up like the different candy boxes that I ate and paired that with different photos from within Honeydukes, and then pictures of me in front of the shop. And I wore my Spectro Specs that day and my Luna Lovegood shirt. So I was representing Ravenclaw. Here's from my package, Fizzing Whizbees, my journaling for the day. And I got this Quibbler card while I was there. And then on the back is just me holding a picture of the Quibbler with my Spectro Specs. And then this I got online too, and it says, "On Wednesdays, we wear Spectro Specs," because I was going to wear my Spectro Specs on Wednesday, but ended up wearing them Tuesday. But I still added that in. And then just a picture of me and Kevin in front of the Hogwarts Castle. And then we went to platform 9 3/4. So here I did add some embellishment on the 6x8 photo. And this is the London to Hogwarts ticket and a quote from the book. And then here, this is really cool. You can actually see yourself go through the wall. So I have a video of all of us going through the wall. And I just did screen captures from the video and was able to get that where you can see us walking through the wall. And then my favorite is the night bus. I love the night bus so much. So yeah. Had to have a big picture of the night bus. I was so excited to see the conductor and Ernie, the little head in the bus. And it was great because no one else was in the park that early. So we got it all to ourselves and were able to take lots of photos in front of the bus. And then I did pick up the postcard pack. And so Kevin sent me a postcard from the park, and then I sent him one from the park so we could have it stamped. And so there you go. There's his letter to me. And then this was at Grimald Place, 12 Grimald Place. And then on the back, we have Creature peeking out. So I put Creature, and then look who we found here. And then Nocturne Alley. There's one of Kevin, one of me. And then this is the postcard that I sent to Kevin. And then just another 2x2 pocket full of Nocturne Alley and Borgin & Burke's store. And that is still day 3, I think, Tuesday. And so then we go into the next album. So we're still on Tuesday here. This is a picture of us in Diagon Alley, and you can see the fire-breathing dragon. That was really cool. We went and got some ice cream. Well, Kevin got ice cream, I did not, at Florian Fortescue's. And again, there was no line, so it was great. We were able to take lots of photos, didn't have to wait in line. January is a good time to go. And we went to the Magical Menagerie, and I spoke with Nagini. Yeah, Nagini. I was going to say Snape for some reason. So just pictures of me talking to Nagini there. Kevin and with Hagrid's motorbike, and I did find this online also, and I added that just to add some digital word art here. And I just loved all the different buildings and all the detail that they put into everything. It was just amazing. Daily Prophet, and you can see it moves like a little holographic picture there. Wizard, the Weasleys, Wizard Wheezes, that's hard to say. And just pictures of the building there. And just random pictures from around Diagon Alley. And then we finally were ready to go to the rest of the park, rest of Universal. So there's me at the Jaws exhibit. We rode the Mummy, so we got pictures of that. I think we're all in the back row right there. And then us on Spider-Man. So there's that's Heidi and Heather rode it by themselves, and then we rode it all together. We got pictures with, I was going to say Bumblebee, but it's Ironside, I believe. I could be wrong. And then here's a picture of me looking kind of crazy, but I'm in my happy place. I have my Spectro specs on. I have my I'm Just as Sane as You Are Luna t-shirt. I have my drink, my churro, and then full on vacation mode right here. This was awesome. We saw Beetlejuice. He was hilarious. So he posed with all three of us girls, and he was all happy. And then he posed with Kevin, and he was like, ugh. It was really funny. He was our favorite character for sure. We made it into Springfield, and we went to Moe's and had a Duff beer. Actually, I didn't have one because I don't like beer, but everyone else had one, and I bought one for the picture. You know how that is if you're a scrapbooker, and then just gave it to someone else there to drink. But then we went to Back to the Future and had our picture there. It was sad. That's pretty much all they had left of Back to the Future in the park. This was a photo pass picture as well. We went out to eat at Margaritaville in City Walk for lunch. And then we finally got to ride Hagrid. So we had been trying to go to Hagrid's ride the whole time, but the line is like 2 hours long. So finally, while we were eating lunch, we realized that it was down to like, I think 80 minutes or something. I don't remember. It was like not very long. And so we ended up going and waiting in line, and it was amazing. I totally loved the line, just like all the detail of Hagrid's. And then you go through and you can see all the magical creature items that he has. Really cool. And we didn't know anything about Hagrid's motorbike, like what the ride was like. And so we were totally surprised. It was awesome. I loved it, loved it, loved it. So there's me. I'm just smiling away. And then there's Heather, Heather. Heidi didn't ride it. So we ended up meeting this lady that was in line as a single rider. And I ended up giving her my Spectro specs because it was her daughter's birthday and she had been looking for them. And I was like, oh, you can have mine, because I had really only wanted to wear them for that day. So that was fun. And so this is actually a map of the ride. It's a roller coaster ride. It goes very fast, up to 50 miles an hour, although it seems way longer. There's a drop, you go backwards. It's just really cool. Loved it. And I do have journaling in here from that. And this is just a filler page. And then just more pictures of the day. An ephemera from the day. So I got some Gilly water in there. We ended up getting room service for dinner that night. And then we're finally on to Wednesday. So Wednesday, Kevin and I at the park. We ended up going in by ourselves that day, and then Heidi and Heather met us later in the day. So this just talks about what we did that day. This is us. So this is the boat ride. So you basically catch the boat right outside of our hotel room and you just ride over to the park, which is fantastic. This is us getting to the park, and then our photo from the day. This was at Hogsmeade Station, just right outside Hogsmeade. Added a digital stamp. And Owl Post. Gotta go to the Owl Post. So I did get my postcards all stamped, and then we mailed the postcards off from there. And we had to go to Voodoo Donuts because I heard they had a vegan, or they had some vegan donuts. So we went and got some donuts, and I got vegan glaze. They were amazing, so good. So if you have a Voodoo Donuts by you, definitely check them out. This was the menu, and then these are actually what we got. So this was our order. This was Heidi and Heather's order, and just some photos. This is cut up from the box. So I put that on the back. This is cut up from the box. And then we went back to the hotel for a while and rested, and then we came back to the park later that night. So this was like right in the evening, around 5. This is us getting to the park. So Heidi and I always mix up their names. Heidi and I dressed up in our wizard robes and went to the park because we were going to Shutter Buttons to get a photo shoot done. And so we dressed up in the full Ravenclaw outfit. Heidi was Gryffindor. And so this is just us riding over on the boat and some of our photos. This is talking about the photo pass. And just more pictures of me and Heidi. This is from Shutter Buttons, one of our photo shoot photos. Same with this one and this one. And then we were in Diagon Alley at night when there was nobody there. This is my actual photo. There is no one else there in the park. It was amazing. It was magical. It was so magical. And this is a photo that the security guard took of us. I think there was a few other people around, but we were basically the last people in the park, and it was just, I can't even describe it. It was so amazing. So just photos of us from the park that night, just hanging out. And then we got out of the park and I went to the phone booth, and there's like, you can dial magic to reach the Ministry of Magic and they play a message for you. So that's me in the phone booth. And then they had fireworks going when we got out of the park. And then we went and hung out and had drinks. And this is Kevin and Heather with their dark mark tattoos that they had on. This is my butterbeer cup that I cut up, some receipts. This was just funny. Their Starbucks order was Heidi spelled with a Y and Peggy instead of Heather. I don't know. So I thought that was funny. And then Thursday, it was just Kevin and I. Heidi and Heather had left by that point and went back home. And so we had a couple of days just for ourselves to enjoy the park. And unfortunately, I started getting sick. I got a little bit of a cold, or I just was run down, not feeling that great. So we didn't do a whole lot. But we did go into the park. We saw the mystery van. And then we went to lunch at Mel's Drive-In. And got some pictures in front of the cars there. And then we went on the ET ride, which was so sad because nobody was there. It was completely empty. And, oh, we went to the kiosk, the information kiosk booth, because I was like, oh, let's see if they have anything to Niffler. Actually, Kevin said that. Let's see if they have anything to Niffler. So we went to the booth, and they had these buttons there that were like my first time, and then it's my birthday, and I was like, oh, it's my first visit and it's my birthday. And so she wrote my name on the birthday one, and then she actually gave us passes to go on a ride with no waiting. And we're like, oh, we already have the express pass, we don't need it. And she's like, no, you don't understand, these are tickets, you can go on Hagrid's without waiting. And I was like, what? No way. So we were really excited, but I just wasn't even feeling good enough to go on that. So we ended up just going back to the room, ordering room service, and watching movies the rest of the day. But Friday was our last day, and I was like, I'm not gonna let those Hagrid's passes go to waste. I just can't do it. And they're only good for one day, so I wasn't sure if they were gonna honor them the next day. But we ended up going to the ride, and we asked them, can we exchange these for today and go on the ride? And they said yes. So I was thrilled, and I was able to get on the ride with no waiting. We were in the first car. So here's actually the picture of us. We were in the first car. It was fun. It was amazing. Loved it. So anyway, here's a picture of us at the park that day. And then this is us on the airplane home, and we were flying, and you could see the sunset in the clouds. It was so amazing. Journaling for that day, Hagrid's photos, and then just a few things from the park that day. And that is it. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and thank you so much for watching. I will be back soon with some October daily.